Hello and welcome to our channel, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to talk about a special penny that could make you a millionaire, the 1960 D Lincoln penny. This tiny coin featuring Abraham Lincoln has gained significant attention in the coin collecting community, and some rare specimens have been valued at millions of dollars. What makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we uncover its secrets and explain why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. The 1960 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark just below the date on the coin. This coin was part of the Memorial Reverse series, featuring the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back. It was struck in large quantities, so most 1960 D pennies you come across are worth their face value of 1 cent. However, a few unique characteristics make specific examples of this coin extremely valuable. First, let's talk about errors and varieties. One of the most famous varieties of the 1960 D penny is the small date over large date variety. This rare error occurs when the die used to strike the coin had remnants of both the small and large date designs. Coins with this variety are highly sought after because of their rarity and the challenge they present to collectors. The difference between the small and large date can be subtle to the untrained eye, but it makes a world of difference in value. Coins with this error in pristine condition can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. Another factor that can skyrocket the value of a 1960 D penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. A 1960 D penny graded at the higher end of this scale, especially in mint state condition with vibrant luster, is considered a collector's dream. Even without errors, a high-grade coin can sell for a significant premium. The materials and historical significance of this coin also contribute to its appeal. Made primarily of copper, the 1960 D penny reflects an era when coinage was designed to stand the test of time. Collectors appreciate the craftsmanship and historical connection to Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most beloved presidents. So, how do you determine if your 1960 D penny is valuable? First, examine it closely under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for any unusual characteristics, such as doubling on the date, mint mark, or other parts of the design. Pay special attention to the date area for signs of the small date over large date variety. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let's talk about current market values. While most 1960 D pennies in average condition are worth only a few cents, coins with rare errors or in exceptional condition can fetch extraordinary prices. For example, a small date over large date variety in mint state condition has sold for over $50,000 at auction. In some cases, if the coin has other unique features or an exceptional grade, it can even approach or exceed the $1 million mark. High demand and limited supply are key drivers of these high prices. Collectors and investors are constantly searching for rare coins to add to their collections or portfolios, and the 1960 D penny checks all the boxes for a valuable collectible. If you have a jar of old coins or a collection passed down through your family, take a moment to search for the 1960 D penny. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. This coin has proven that even the smallest items can hold tremendous value. 1975 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny coin with no mint mark. Now, before we get into the specifics of its current market value, let's take a step back and talk a bit about why this particular coin is so sought after by collectors. Most of us are familiar with the 1975 Lincoln penny. It's a standard issue coin that circulated alongside many others. However, there's one key detail that makes the 1975 penny with no mint mark stand out in a big way. What makes the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny special? In 1975, the U.S. Mint issued a variety of Lincoln pennies, and typically, pennies struck in Philadelphia during this time will either have a D mint mark, if struck in Denver, or no mint mark at all, indicating they were struck in Philadelphia. However, in some rare cases, certain 1975 pennies were produced in a way that didn't follow the normal production patterns, making them incredibly rare and valuable today. Now, the main reason why this coin is so valuable is the fact that it is believed to be an error coin. In most cases, the 1975 penny struck in Philadelphia would have no mint mark. However, a mistake occurred, and some of these coins were released without the intended distinguishing characteristics that collectors are used to seeing on coins from that period. This can make a significant difference in value, as collectors often prize these error coins for their rarity and the story behind their creation. How rare is the 1975 no mint mark penny? The key to understanding how rare this coin is lies in its production. The Philadelphia Mint typically produces pennies without mint marks, but when coins like this appear to be misstruck or exhibit other unusual features, it piques the interest of collectors. Experts have identified that the 1975 penny with no mint mark is one of those unique finds. While these errors are not as common as some other collectible coins, the number of these specific pennies that are still in circulation and in good condition is very low, which naturally drives up their value. The market value of the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So, how much is a 1975 no mint mark penny worth today? Well, the market value can vary widely depending on the condition of the coin. For example, a penny that is in pristine condition, often referred to as MS, or mint state, could fetch upwards of several $100s. In fact, some rare 1975 no mint mark pennies have been known to sell at auction for even more, with values reaching into the thousands when found in uncirculated, high-grade condition. But here's the twist. Some experts suggest that if you have one of these coins in flawless condition, it could even be worth millions of dollars. That's right, a single 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny in near perfect or perfect condition could potentially be sold for a life-changing sum of money. This is what makes these coins so valuable to serious collectors. How to identify the 1975 no mint mark penny? Identifying this particular coin isn't difficult once you know what to look for. First, check if the coin was issued in 1975 and confirm that it has no mint mark. A mint mark, if present, would typically be found just below the date. The absence of this mint mark is the first indicator that you may be in possession of a rare and valuable coin. Also, closely examine the condition of the coin. Coins with clear features, crisp edges, and little to no wear are the most valuable. If the penny shows significant wear or damage, the market value will likely be much lower. In addition, collectors highly prize coins that are free of scratches or other forms of alteration. So, keep your 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny in good condition to maximize its potential worth. How to get your 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny valued? If you think you've found one of these valuable pennies, it's time to get it professionally appraised. Consider sending it to a reputable coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These services can grade your coin based on its condition and issue a certificate of authenticity, which can significantly increase its market value when it's time to sell. The bottom line: is your 1975 no mint mark penny worth millions? While it's rare, the truth is that the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth millions of dollars under the right conditions. The market for rare coins is ever-changing, and the value of this coin will depend on its condition, the demand from collectors, and its rarity. If you own one of these pennies and it's in great shape, don't hesitate to get it evaluated. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American coinage, and its value today reflects both its historical significance and rarity. Whether it's worth hundreds or millions, one thing is clear: this penny could be your ticket to a significant financial windfall. So, next time you're going through your pocket change, keep an eye out for this potential gold mine. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these valuable coins. 1976 The Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Now, you might be wondering, why is this particular penny so valuable? Well, stick around, because in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the 1976 Lincoln penny, including its current market value, historical significance, and whether this coin has what it takes to be worth $1 million. The 1976 Lincoln penny is part of the bicentennial series, celebrating the 200th anniversary of America's independence. Minted in Denver, the 1976 penny features the familiar Abraham Lincoln portrait by Victor David Brenner on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this penny particularly interesting is the fact that it's a 1976 coin struck with the D mint mark, signifying it was made at the Denver Mint. 1976 was a milestone year for the United States, as the country celebrated 2 centuries of independence. The coinage produced that year featured special designs and commemorations, particularly on the quarters and half dollars. But despite the hype around the bicentennial series, the Lincoln penny stayed relatively unchanged. What stands out about the 1976 Lincoln penny, though, is its role in a year of historic coin production. It's also important to note that the 1976 penny was produced in large quantities, which is one of the factors that can influence its market value. While millions of these coins were minted, their rarity today can still be influenced by a variety of factors, which we'll get into shortly. So, what is the current market value of the 1976 Lincoln penny? Well, in general, this coin isn't worth a fortune, at least, not in the way you might think of a rare, high-demand coin. A 1976 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition, also called F or fine grade, is typically worth just 1 cent, the same as it was when it was first minted. However, as with many coins, the value can increase depending on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In uncirculated condition, with sharp details and no wear or damage, the 1976 penny can be worth anywhere from 10 to 50 cents, and in some cases, even higher. This is especially true if the coin is graded by a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. For those of you wondering about proof versions of the coin, these are typically worth a little more, as they were specially made for collectors and had a much lower mintage than the business strike coins. While most 1976 Lincoln pennies won't make you rich, there are some rare varieties and error coins that can fetch quite a bit more on the open market. One such error that has caught the attention of collectors is the possibility of double die varieties. This is where the coin was struck more than once during the minting process, causing the design to appear doubled. If you find a 1976 penny with this kind of error, it could be worth a significant amount more, depending on its condition. Another error that sometimes pops up is the off-center strike, where the coin is struck slightly off its proper alignment, causing part of the design to be missing. This kind of error can make the coin more appealing to collectors, as it's a unique feature. Can the 1976 Lincoln penny be worth millions? In general, the chances of this coin reaching that level are slim. The 1976 penny, even in excellent condition or as part of an error variety, is unlikely to ever reach the heights of the rarest coins in history. However, that doesn't mean it's entirely out of the realm of possibility. Coins can appreciate in value over time, especially if there is a surge in demand from collectors or investors. While it's not likely that a regular 1976 penny will be sold for $1 million in the foreseeable future, rare varieties or those with unusual errors could continue to rise in value as they become harder to find in pristine condition. Also, as coin collecting becomes more mainstream and the market for rare and unique coins expands, even once ordinary coins like the 1976 penny could see their values rise to unexpected levels. But right now, $1 million sale for this coin remains highly speculative. If you have a 1976 Lincoln penny and you're wondering whether it's worth more than just its face value, there are a few things you can do to determine its worth. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in uncirculated condition, with no wear or damage, will generally fetch a higher price than one that has been in circulation. Search for common errors like doubled dies or off-center strikes, as these can dramatically increase a penny's value. Get it graded. If you believe your penny could be worth more than average, consider getting it professionally graded. Grading can give you a better idea of its true market value and help potential buyers assess its worth. To sum it all up, while the 1976 Lincoln penny isn't likely to make you a millionaire, it still holds historical value as part of the bicentennial celebrations and could be worth more than a regular penny, especially if it's in excellent condition or has unique error features. The key is to pay attention to its condition and any rare variants, and who knows, you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. 1988 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin has caught the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide due to its rarity and the significant value it commands in the current market. So, if you're into rare coins or looking for investment opportunities, this video is for you. The 1988 Lincoln penny is a standard issue penny, like the ones you might find in your pocket change. It features the iconic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse showcases the Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010. Now, the 1988 penny itself might seem unremarkable at first glance. After all, it's just a regular penny. However, what sets the 1988 No Mint Mark penny apart from other common coins is its rarity in certain conditions, and that's where the story starts to get interesting. You may already know that the US Mint uses different mint marks to indicate where a coin is produced. Most coins will either have a D for Denver or a S for San Francisco, but the 1988 No Mint Mark penny is particularly unique. It was minted in Philadelphia, the only minting facility that produced pennies without a mint mark during that year. So why is this important? Well, the absence of a mint mark on a coin is relatively rare in itself. For collectors, coins without mint marks can sometimes indicate an error, or at the very least, a unique feature that makes the coin more valuable. However, it's not just the absence of the mint mark that can elevate the value of the 1988 penny. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth, and there are certain varieties that can command massive premiums. If you were to come across a regular 1988 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny in your change, it would likely be worth only 1 cent, as it is in common circulation. But, and this is where the magic happens, if the penny is in pristine condition, it could be worth much more. A 1988 penny that has been graded in mint state, meaning it shows no signs of wear and tear and has been well preserved, can be worth anywhere from $1 to $10, depending on the grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. For example, a coin that is graded MS65 or higher, a high-quality coin with only minor imperfections visible under magnification, could fetch anywhere from $5 to $15 on the market. This is still far from being in the millions, but it's an indication that collectors are paying more for well-preserved coins. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Some of the most valuable 1988 pennies are those that feature certain errors, such as double die obverse or other minting flaws that make the coin one of a kind. These rare errors are what make a seemingly common penny jump in value. A 1988 No Mint Mark penny with an error like a double die can be worth anywhere from $100 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and type of error. Some errors may even push the value higher if the coin is sold to the right buyer. For coins that have been graded higher than MS65, collectors might be willing to pay premiums in the thousands of dollars, especially if the coin is in perfect, uncirculated condition with no flaws. This can be true for coins with unique minting errors or rarities, where only a few examples are known to exist. Some extremely rare 1988 No Mint Mark pennies have been sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and whether they possess any special features or minting errors. For example, one 1988 No Mint Mark penny, in mint state with a rare double die error, has been known to be sold at auction for as much as $5,000, while a 1988 No Mint Mark penny in perfect condition or with a rare error can fetch several $1,000s. It's important to note that a penny from this year will likely not be worth millions unless it has a truly unique characteristic that sets it apart from other coins. Even coins with errors or rare minting flaws typically don't reach the $1 million range unless they're from much earlier years, like the famous 1909 SVDB or the 1943 copper penny, which are iconic examples of coins worth millions. That said, a 1988 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny could still be a significant investment, especially if it has been well preserved and has some rare characteristics. Some collectors have paid premium prices for coins with specific errors, so if you happen to come across one of these unique finds, it could certainly lead to a lucrative return. In summary, While the 1988 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin isn't going to make you a millionaire overnight, it still holds potential for those willing to search for rarities and invest in high-quality, error-free specimens. It's a fantastic example of how coins that seem unassuming can, with the right conditions and market trends, become valuable collector's items. Whether you're just starting to collect or are looking to add something new to your collection, the 1988 no-mint mark penny is a coin you don't want to overlook. 1989 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, especially the version without a mint mark. You might be surprised to know that this penny, which looks so common, can actually have a surprising market value in today's coin collecting scene. Now, the 1989 penny itself may seem like just another piece of change you might find in your pocket, but when you dive deeper into the history, minting errors, and unique features of this coin, it becomes clear why it holds potential value in the collector's market. In this video, we'll discuss everything you need to know about the 1989 penny, from its background to its value, and even how you can find one that might be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Let's dive right into it. Background of the 1989 Lincoln penny. The 1989 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running U.S. coin series that honors President Abraham Lincoln, featuring his portrait on the obverse front of the coin. Since 1909, the Lincoln penny has been a key part of American coinage, with the design remaining mostly unchanged over the years. In 1989, the U.S. Mint continued producing pennies, but this year stands out because of the potential for certain varieties of the coin to hold higher value in today's market. The 1989 penny was minted in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, when it comes to the 1989 penny without a mint mark, it specifically refers to the version struck in Philadelphia, as the Philadelphia Mint does not use a mint mark on its coins. Why is the 1989 no mint mark penny special? So, what makes the 1989 no mint mark penny worth more than its face value? While the 1989 penny itself may seem like a typical coin, the lack of a mint mark combined with certain factors can increase its value. First of all, the lack of a mint mark makes this penny unique. The mint mark on coins indicates where they were made. The Denver Mint uses a D, while the Philadelphia Mint typically leaves coins without a mint mark. For many collectors, coins without mint marks are more intriguing because they often suggest something different in terms of how the coins were produced or how they were distributed. This is why even a simple 1989 penny without a mint mark might attract collectors looking for those oddities in their collection. Now, let's get to the interesting part, the value. As we all know, the face value of the 1989 penny is just 1 cent. But in the world of coin collecting, certain varieties and conditions can elevate that value by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For a typical 1989 no mint mark penny in circulated condition, you're looking at a value that's still fairly low, usually between 1 cent and a few dollars. This is because there are millions of these coins out there, and they are very common. The value of the 1989 penny increases dramatically if the coin is in uncirculated condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and no signs of damage, are considered high-grade. A high-grade 1989 no mint mark penny in pristine condition could be worth around $10 to $20 or more, depending on the coin's overall quality and its appeal to collectors. Here's where things get interesting. Some 1989 pennies have been found with errors or unique characteristics, making them worth much more. For example, some coins have been found with double dies, where the design is struck more than once, causing a blurry or doubled image. These types of errors can make the 1989 penny worth hundreds of dollars or more. If you find a 1989 penny with such an error, it could be worth anywhere from $100 to over $1,000, depending on the severity of the error and the overall condition of the coin. Lastly, some 1989 pennies without a mint mark could fetch high prices simply due to high demand from collectors. Coin values fluctuate over time, and as more people become interested in collecting specific coin years, certain coins can become highly sought after. While this doesn't happen overnight, if the 1989 penny gains more attention in the future, it could be worth thousands, especially if it's in excellent condition or has an error How to identify a valuable 1989 no-mint mark penny. If you're wondering how to tell if you've got a valuable 1989 no-mint mark penny on your hands, here's a checklist. Examine the coin for wear and tear. The cleaner and more well-preserved the coin, the higher its potential value. Ensure that the coin has no mint mark. If it does, it was likely minted in Denver. Look for any signs of doubling or other unusual features on the coin's design. These errors can significantly increase the value. The more rare the coin is, especially in uncirculated condition or with a minting error, the higher its value will be. So, what can you expect from the 1989 no-mint mark penny in today's market? While most of these coins won't make you a millionaire, there's certainly potential for some to fetch a much higher value than their face value. Coins in uncirculated or high-grade condition can be worth up to $20 or more, and error coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands, depending on the type and condition. The value of these coins is influenced by a variety of factors, including rarity, condition, collector demand, and minting errors, so always keep an eye out for those special pieces. 1994 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, focusing on the version without a mint mark. This specific coin is worth far more than its face value, and you might be surprised by how much it could fetch in today's market. So, sit back and get ready to learn about one of the most sought-after pennies. Let's start with some basic background information. The Lincoln penny, or the 1-cent coin, has been in circulation since 1909. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial has graced the reverse of the coin for many years. Now, when we talk about the 1994 Lincoln penny, there's nothing too unusual about the design. But what makes the 1994 penny without a mint mark so special, especially for collectors, is its rarity and the specific circumstances surrounding its creation. Before we go into the market value of this coin, let's quickly touch on mint marks. Mint marks are tiny letters stamped on coins that tell us where they were produced. Coins with no mint mark typically come from the Philadelphia Mint, while coins with a D or S are from the Denver or San Francisco mints, respectively. The 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. It's important to note that the majority of Lincoln pennies from this year do not carry any mint mark. However, there are subtle variations within these coins that can make a big difference in their value. The 1994 no mint mark penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but there are certain factors that make it particularly interesting to collectors. While the majority of the pennies from 1994 are worth their face value, there are some specific features of the no mint mark version that can increase its value significantly. First and foremost, it all depends on the condition of the coin. Coins that are in mint state or uncirculated condition tend to be worth much more than those in circulated condition. If the 1994 no mint mark penny has been well preserved and shows little to no signs of wear, it can command a higher price. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition can be valued in the range of $1 to $5, while the no mint mark 1994 penny is relatively common. Certain varieties and errors can make it extremely valuable. Some coins may have slight differences in their design, such as double strikes or minor misprints. These types of error coins are much rarer and highly valued by collectors. For example, if you find a 1994 penny that has some kind of noticeable error on the obverse or reverse, its value could skyrocket into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another aspect that can affect the value is the type of material used during the minting process. Over time, pennies have been produced with different compositions. Coins minted after 1982 are primarily made from copper-plated zinc, which is different from the earlier copper coins. This change in metal composition is something collectors watch closely, as it can impact the value of older pennies, including the 1994 version. So, what's the current market value of the 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? Well, if you have a penny that's in great condition, like a well-preserved uncirculated coin, you might be able to sell it for anywhere between $1 and $5. This is considered a good price for a coin that is generally seen as a standard penny. However, if you have a rare error coin or an example in pristine condition, the value could be much higher. Exceptional examples of the 1994 no mint mark penny, especially those with rare era features, can fetch hundreds of dollars. Collectors are always looking for coins with unique characteristics, so if your penny stands out, it could potentially become worth even more. At the high end of the spectrum, era coins or coins that are graded as proof or in MS65 or higher condition could command prices in the thousands of dollars. These are considered among the best examples and are incredibly valuable to those who specialize in rare coin collections. Now, how can you identify if your 1994 no-mint mark penny is worth more than a few cents? First, check the condition. If it's well worn, it's likely to be worth just its face value. But if it looks like it's barely been touched, it could be worth a lot more. Second, look for any potential errors. A good magnifying glass can help you examine the coin for signs of double strikes, off-center strikes, or any other unusual marks that could indicate it's a rare variety. Third, consider having your coin professionally graded. Grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can assess the condition of your penny and give it a certified grade. Higher grades, like MS65 or higher, will make your coin more valuable and easier to sell. In conclusion, the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that can have varying values based on its condition, any errors it might have, and its rarity. While most 1994 pennies are worth just 1 cent, if you're lucky enough to have one in excellent condition or with a rare feature, it could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few $1,000s. If you're a collector or just starting out, always keep an eye out for those little details that can make a big difference in the value of your coins. Who knows? You might have a hidden gem right in your pocket.